We acknowledge the blessings of modern media in allowing millions of members of the church to watch or listen to General Conference. The sessions of this weekend are being broadcast via television, radio, cable, satellite transmission, and the internet, including on mobile devices.
Suppose you were able to travel back in time and have a conversation with people who lived 1,000 or even 100 years ago. Imagine trying to describe to them some of the modern technologies that you and I take for granted today.
We might remind the sincere inquirer that internet information does not have a truth filter. Some information, no matter how convincing, is simply not true.
After work, she went home and turned off the television that Ben and his brother were watching. She said, in essence, you boys are watching too much television. From now on, you can watch 3 programs a week. In your free time, you will go to the library, read 2 books a week, and give me a report. By the 7th grade, he was at the top of his class. He went on to attend Yale University on a scholarship, then Johns Hopkins Medical School, where at age 33, he became its chief of pediatric neurosurgery and a world-renowned surgeon. We can also teach our children to use their time wisely. On occasion, like Sonia Carson, we will need to put our foot lovingly but firmly down to restrict our children's time with television and other electronic devices that in many cases are monopolizing their lives. Instead, we may need to redirect their time into more productive, gospel-oriented efforts.
You can't watch a bad movie and expect to feel virtuous because you did not watch a very bad one.
We must never let the noise of the world overpower or overwhelm that still small voice.
They didn't own a car or a television, nor did they do any of the things to which the world usually pays attention. Yet, the faithful beat a path to their door in order to partake of the Spirit that was there. Their home was a heaven on earth, and the Spirit they radiated was of pure peace and goodness.
Feasting on the Word of God each day is more important than sleep, schoolwork, television shows, video games, social media. You may need to reorganize your priorities to provide time for the study of the Word of God. If so, do it.
We've been lifted and inspired by the beautiful music that has been provided during the sessions.
As I studied these General Conference talks, I really felt inspired. I felt that a huge theme was families and how media can have a positive influence and a negative influence within our families. I have a greater desire to create a family that will always be surrounded by positive, uplifting media. I know that from listening to these General Conference talks that the Lord expects all of us to do the same and strive to become better disciples of Christ through how we use our media.